Let's have a moment of silence, please. Let's have a moment of silence for Ryukin. I feel that man's pain. Goddamn. Dude got friend zoned to the max. Let's have a moment of silence, please. Yo, so first of all, Jump is letting Kubo get away with some ill shit because in this particular chapter, you have bare-breasted Masaki Kurosaki. Like, yo, Jump is letting him go wild to actually have that in the actual chapter. I was just like, what? They actually let him do that? Yo, so that shit was crazy. But first, alright, let's jump into it. So, Ishin rescued her. You can clearly tell they like each other. They're getting into it. The relationship, all that goodness. They are into each other, Ishin and Masaki. Couple, whatever. Ryukin left out in the rain. Literally, figuratively, and all around. Just left out in the rain. And I felt bad for him. I felt bad for him because he was trying to play the macho role and everything, but he was broken by Masaki not picking him and, you know, just kind of sticking around with Ishin. And pretty much at that particular moment that she, you know, was, like, you know, combined with Ishin, there was no hope for her being his wife anyway if he wanted to continue the Quincy heritage. And I think somewhere along the lines, with everything that Ryukin said, I think that he did legitimately like her as well. It wasn't only just, I want to continue the Quincy heritage. I think he felt legitimately bad that she didn't pick him. It was like, you know, at the end of the day, he's a real dude. He's a human being. You know, he's a Quincy, but you know what I mean. He's not, you know, it messed with him. And to see Katagiri come and try to, you know, console him and whatnot. A lot of people have been predicting this, and I can see it as well. It's a big possibility Katagiri ends up being Uryu's mother, and, you know, he ends up with her. So she gets sloppy seconds, cool, whatever. So the whole little slice of life situation with that, I felt bad for dude, and that was messed up. But Masaki had to go with who she wanted, and she wanted the big dog, Ishin. She wanted that Ishin. So, okay, now getting to the whole thing of the ending, because to be honest with you, this chapter, the big part was that ending, that shocking revelation where Ishin is like, I'm going to tell you the real deal of why your mom died that day. I was just like, whoa. So what I was saying about Masaki dying to Grand Fisher being fishy and being weird, we're going to find out really what happened. I was thinking about it, and I was coming up with the conclusions of, you know, what might have happened, what possibly went down back then. And what if there was something where either A, they were threatening, you know, Ishin, what is he doing in the human world? If we don't get his head, we are going to pretty much go over there and kill you, your kid, and Ishin, or something like that. Maybe Soul Society, because Soul Society can be brutal. Captain Yamamoto don't play. So that's one possibility. Another possibility, Masaki had little time to live left, so she didn't really care. You know, because we obviously already know at this particular point that Masaki was probably weakened or something along the lines of that. And because the whole thing with Grand Fisher, the way Ishin worded it with the real reason she died that day is not like, oh, she was weakened, because he would have just said that, you know, throw that out there, whatever. The way he said it was as if she didn't really die for that particular reason. Maybe what Ichigo's soul was an illusion. Maybe that really wasn't what happened, but we're going to find out. And I'm thinking there's a possibility that, one, Masaki knew she was going to die and just went out like that. Two, they were threatening Ishin or something along the lines of that, and she was like, I'd rather just die, and that way they'll leave him alone and leave my family alone, than to, you know, cause a big ruckus over my entire family and get everyone possibly killed. So she let that happen to her from Grand Fisher. Because, I don't know, I think Masaki would have raped Grand Fisher. She would have beat the dog shit out of him. So, now my speculations are starting to, okay, she really wasn't defeated by Grand Fisher, and we're going to find out soon. I can't wait for that. Amazing cliffhanger of an ending. If Bleach goes on break next week, I'm going to hurt somebody. I need to know what the hell that was at the end. Why did Masaki Kurosaki die? Overall chapter, between the out-of-this-world fan service, because for Shonen Jump to do something like that, I'm still surprised. I'm still shocked that they had a bare-naked woman there for Shonen Jump. This isn't a seinen magazine. This is Jump. So you got little funny fan service stuff. Felt bad for Ryukin. It was kind of like the little aftermaths of, what was going down. It wasn't really too big of a deal. The biggest parts, I would say, is the bombshell at the end, and just overall everything making sense, everything coming together. The reason why Ishin's powers finally came back to him was during Soul Society. So in the beginning of the series, Ishin didn't have his powers back already. It wasn't Masaki Kurosaki's death that, caused him to get his powers back. It was actually the Hollow finally breaking free within Ichigo. What if also is a possibility that Masaki still lives on through Ichigo, through the Hollow? Maybe the reason why she decided to do what she did with the whole Grand Fisher thing was because she was going to become the Hollow eventually. Something happened, something went wrong, where she might have become the Hollow and possibly messed things up. There's something that she threw her life away for a very good reason, and I think it was something that it was going to cause harm or jeopardy herself. Something within her was going to cause harm to Ichigo or Ishin, because Grand Fisher was a piece of shit at the beginning of the series. Like, he came back and he had a little bit more strength as an Arancar or whatever, but he was a piece of shit. So for Masaki to lose to him, something was not right, and now we're going to find out. I can't freaking wait. This chapter, I want to give it 3.5, 4. That shocking revelation, that cliffhanger at the end that is like, I can't freaking wait for next week is what really got me. But the chapter was like dealing with Ryuken's sadness and seeing kind of Ishin being like a knight in shining armor to her, knowing that they love each other and everything. It's just really now, I can't wait to find out that last bit. I can't freaking wait. That is going to be crazy. And it's not like an anime episode where it's like, oh, I got to read the manga. I got to freaking wait. I can't wait. What do you guys think? The big question of this one is, why did Masaki Kurosaki die? Your speculations, let me know. Do you think it's something like what I said? More or less there was something where either the Hollow within her or Soul Society was threatening they were going to kill, and she was like, just take my life. I'm just going to give my life up. That way my family will be safe. Or you think it was something more to do maybe with Aizen or something? What do you guys think? Comment section below. I can't wait for this one. I know you guys too are excited, because that was one hell of a cliffhanger. But that's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up if you can't freaking wait to find out the real reason why Ichigo's mother died. Who knows? Maybe Kubo will pull some crazy shit and for all you know, Masaki really didn't die, and Ishin was about to explain why. Because he did say she died that day, but there's also a possibility she was reborn as the Hollow, and he's trying to say that, in other words. I don't know, but we'll have to wait and see. Again, I'm ForneverWorld. Thanks for watching. And as always, people, have an awesome day.